What's up, y'all? My name is Kelsie Johnson, and welcome back to Real Life Creative, where we live to learn and learn to express for brand and business success. And so today we're going to be talking about something really important, and that is figuring out your rates. Let me do that again. Your rights. This topic is typically very touchy because people don't like to talk about money. People don't like to talk about the coin. But it's so important because as a creative, you are literally a walking business. So it's really important to figure out what your prices are. What are your rates for your service, for your creativity that you give to the world? So let's get into it. How to figure out your rates as a creative. Number one, understand your value. I've said that in a previous video, but listen, people. How you see yourself is always going to be reflected in your creativity. When you have high value for yourself, you'll have an accurate idea of what you need to charge. It's not a bad thing to do things for free because a lot of people have gotten opportunities through that. But the thing is, it's the understanding of why you're doing it for free. So for me, I did things for free not only because I wanted to help people, I felt like I just wasn't there yet. And so because I didn't realize the point I was at in my career, I was kind of lowballing myself. I was doing things for free or I barely charged. I wasn't really seeing any reaping from it. And so once I figured out that it was literally just like me understanding my value and understanding my worth and realizing that I've done a lot of things. I've experienced a lot of things where my service could really be an impact to somebody. So I could charge a decent amount, a responsible amount, to where it's definitely helping me out, but also I'm not overcharging the customer at the same time. Number two, your present work should reflect the price you are charging. Do not charge a huge price if you ain't been in that experience to charge that price. People kill me. They will literally charge $500 an hour, and they started yesterday. I'm confused. If you're gonna charge that much, I'm gonna need to see proof. If you are a producer and you charging $10,000 an hour, I better see you next to Michael Jackson, Prince, Jesus. That's why it's so important to have a strong personal brand, because if you have a great reputation, people are gonna know that you're worth the price. Okay, number three, when you're coming up with the price, think about the following: your time, your personal investment, your impact, and your experience. Let me break that down. When I say time, that basically means just how long would this process take? Are you doing this hourly or is this a flat rate? And even if it's a flat rate, how long is it going to take you to do the project, period? If you're a photographer, if you're an artist, think about how long it's going to take you to paint that portrait, or how many hours you're going to be in the studio taking pictures. Personal investment. So think about the equipment you're using. How much does that cost? And just think about the other financial investments you had to make to be prepared for whatever they are asking of you. Next is impact. We all have heard of 100% guarantee. Out of 100%, how much is my true guarantee that this is going to be a satisfying service? And be honest with yourself, because if you are up and coming, maybe it's 50-50. Maybe it's 65 or 70. And if you just starting, baby, it's okay that it may be 5%. That is okay. Just be real with yourself about that and include that in your preparation for pricing. Lastly, experience. Think about your education, what you went to school for, how many degrees you have in it. Also, the clients you've worked with, how many clients, your accomplishments. Think about all those things and you should be able to find a great balance of a price. Another thing I would suggest, compare your prices with other people in your field. So after you have that specific amount that you've come up with, now compare it with the other people in your field and then figure out, is this way too much, or is this a good balance of pricing? Because the people who you're comparing it to, they're already getting clients and they've been doing this. Number four, be willing to negotiate, but know how low you're gonna go. So have your set price, then have your negotiated price, and that is like the cutoff. So if you typically charge, let's say, $150 for something, the lowest you'll go is maybe $100 or something like that. But also be prepared for your rates for people you're close to. Okay? Now, if this is not the elephant in the room, I don't know what else is eating nuts over there. That was a horrible joke. Your family, your friends, like, it's so important to just know what you're going to do when you're in those situations, because if you're not prepared and you feel pressured and it's like, oh my God, this is family or this is my close friend, but you're going to make a decision you may not want to make. And here's the thing, when it comes to charging the people you're close to, some people charge the same rate, some people charge a discounted rate, and some people do it for free. Either way, you're not wrong. If you want to just do the service for free, cool. If you want to charge them full price, cool. This is your business at the end of the day. You're not wrong for charging people. You're not wrong for charging people. You have a business and people have to respect that. Whether you are owner of a clothing line, whether you are a musician that gigs all the time, an actor, you are a business. And honestly, if somebody is coming to you for a service and they're expecting it for free, that's a problem. Now, if you do it for free, that's just a bonus. Anybody who is interested in a service, please listen to me. Do not expect anything for free. Don't expect it. If it happens, great. But if it doesn't, don't get offended, because this is a business. Again, this is a business. Number 5, don't be afraid to lose the opportunity. So when you are negotiating your price and you're realizing that they can't pay it, don't be so scared, like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'll ever, get booked again or whatever, so I'm just going to take this price or whatever they want to pay me. No, stand your ground respectfully, but and this goes back to the whole value thing. When you know your value, you know how much you're worth, and you know how much work you're going to put into that service. So it's kind of just like you got to make sure you are getting paid for what you're putting in. This also includes if they can't afford your negotiated price, because your negotiated price should be lower than your typical one. So if they can't afford that, respectfully bow out. Or if you want to be really, really nice, you can do a payment plan. Now, if you are in a financial bind, listen, do whatever you got to do to survive as far as accepting certain prices and rates and all that stuff. Because sometimes, when we are trying to make ends meet, we got to get what we can sometimes. But even so, still go through that process of saying your original rate, your negotiated price, and then make your decision. So guys, I hope this video was super helpful for you. Literally everything that I've said in this video, I've experienced. So this is based off of just my personal advice. If you have any comments or questions, definitely comment below or even DM me. My Instagram is at the bottom. And don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace! Also, I didn't know if you noticed, but I'm wearing my shirt. Remember from the last video. All right, I'm okay, bye.